For most of our lives, one military has been the undisputed king of the hill, the United States, with a technological edge that projected power across the entire globe. But that comfortable reality is starting to crack. A new generation of Russian weapons is stepping into the ring, forcing a massive shift in the global balance of power. These aren't just minor upgrades, they are strategic game changers, and many are designed with a single goal: to find and exploit the weaknesses in America's military might. The Pentagon is watching closely. So today we're counting down 10 of the most talked about Russian military technologies that have the West on high alert. From the crushing depths of the ocean to the absolute edge of space, these are the systems rewriting the rules of modern war. Number 10, T-14 Armata Main Battle Tank. Kicking off our list is a machine that wants to redefine war on the ground, the T-14 Armata. When it rolled out in 2015, the Armata looked like it was pulled from a sci-fi movie. The big headline here is its completely unmanned, remote-controlled turret. The three-person crew sits together in a heavily reinforced capsule at the front of the tank, totally separate from the ammunition. This simple change dramatically boosts crew survivability, solving a problem that's haunted tank designers for a century. The Armata also boasts advanced composite armor and an active protection system designed to shoot down incoming rockets. On paper, it's a huge leap forward. However, the Armata's ambition has run into a wall of reality. The program has been hobbled by sky-high costs, technical glitches, and sanctions, cutting off key electronics. Plans to build over 2,000 tanks have fizzled, with only a small number ever produced. Russian officials even admitted the tank is too expensive for the war in Ukraine. Still, the T-14 makes this list not for the tank it is, but for the idea it represents, a terrifying glimpse into the future of armored warfare. Number 9. Su-57 Felon. In the sky, America's F-22 and F-35 stealth fighters have long ruled the roost. Russia's answer is the Sukhoi Su-57, which NATO calls the Felon. It's a twin-engine fighter built not just to compete with Western jets, but to do so with a uniquely Russian strategy. While American designers obsessed over all aspect stealth, the Su-57 tries to balance stealth with super maneuverability. With its thrust vectoring engines, a Felon can pull off wild aerial stunts that could give it an edge in a close-range dogfight. But like the Armata, the Su-57 has been plagued with problems. Production is slow, and Western analysts argue its stealth capabilities are not in the same league as the F-22 or F-35, with some classifying it as a less advanced fourth-generation plus fighter. But to write it off would be a mistake. Russia continues to produce the jet, intending to upgrade it with new engines and hypersonic weapons. The Su-57 is a high-end threat that forces NATO to rethink its tactics, a reminder that total air superiority is no longer a guarantee. Number 8. S-500 Prometheus Air Defense System. The next weapon on our list isn't for attacking, it's a shield. But it's a shield so powerful, it becomes a weapon in its own right. This is the S-500 Prometheus, Russia's next-generation air defense system. The capabilities Russia claims for it are staggering. The S-500 is supposedly designed to kill anything that flies, from drones and stealth aircraft to ballistic missiles. But its most ambitious claims are the ability to intercept hypersonic weapons and even destroy satellites in low Earth orbit. While Russia has reported successful tests for these capabilities, they remain unverified by independent sources. With a reported range of up to 600 kilometers, the S-500 could create a massive no-fly zone, potentially denying an enemy access to entire regions. While its full deployment has been slow, the first systems were fielded in 2021. The S-500 represents a strategic threat that could, in theory, shut down an offensive campaign before it even starts. Number 7. Yasen M-class submarine. Beneath the waves, a new predator is on the hunt. The Yasen M-class is Russia's newest and most advanced nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine, and it has naval planners in Washington very concerned. What makes the Yasen M so dangerous is its potent mix of stealth and firepower. These subs are said to be among the quietest Russia has ever built, making them incredibly difficult to track. Some analysts believe their stealth is on par with America's best submarines. They are true hunter-killers, designed to vanish into the ocean. But they're also mobile missile platforms. Each Yasin-M carries vertical launch tubes armed with a devastating array of weapons, including Caliber cruise missiles and the new Zircon hypersonic missile. This gives a single sub the ability to threaten ships and land targets from thousands of kilometers away, all while hidden beneath the surface. While there's no public evidence of them taking on such patrol patterns, a Yasin-M has the theoretical ability to project power from the deep, holding critical assets at risk from anywhere in the world's oceans. Number 6. 9M700 and 30 Burevestnik, SSC-X9 Skyfall. Now we enter the realm of what some have called super weapons, systems that sound like they were ripped straight from a Bond villain's playbook. At number 6 is the 9M700 and 30 Burevestnik, a nuclear-powered cruise missile. Let that sink in. A cruise missile with a tiny nuclear reactor for an engine. A conventional missile is limited by its fuel tank, but the Burevestnik's nuclear power source gives it a theorized range that is practically unlimited. This weapon could supposedly fly for days, taking a long, unpredictable route around the globe to its target. This completely flips the script on traditional missile defense, which relies on tracking threats coming from a predictable direction. However, the program is highly secretive and has faced major setbacks, including a fatal accident during a 2019 test. As of late 2025, it remains in development and is not operational. Still, the Burevestnik is a weapon of psychological terror, a doomsday machine designed to guarantee retaliation. Number 5. K-47M2 Kintal. The word hypersonic gets thrown around a lot these days, and this weapon is a big reason why. The K-47M2 Kintal, or Dagger, is an air-launched ballistic missile that Russia has used extensively in Ukraine. The Kintal is carried by a fighter jet, like the MiG-31K, to high altitude where it's launched. From there, it accelerates to hypersonic speeds, reportedly up to Mach 10, as it follows a ballistic path toward its target. Its speed makes it a difficult target, but its near invulnerability was proven to be a myth. Initially feared as unstoppable, the Kintal has been repeatedly and successfully intercepted in Ukraine by American-made Patriot air defense systems. Unlike true hypersonic weapons, it follows a more predictable trajectory and is less maneuverable. Still, it dramatically shortens the time from detection to impact, forcing defenders to react in minutes, making it a feared weapon on the battlefield. Number 4. RS-28 Sarmat. Our next weapon is Russia's new super heavy intercontinental ballistic missile, the RS-28 Sarmat, which NATO has grimly nicknamed the Satan II. It's the replacement for the Soviet-era Satan ICBM, and it's designed to be even more powerful. The Sarmat is enormous, weighing over 200 tons with a reported range of up to 18,000 kilometers, allowing it to strike almost anywhere on Earth by flying over either the North or South Pole. Its most fearsome feature is its massive payload. The Sarmat can reportedly carry a payload of up to 10 tons. This allows it to be armed with up to 10 or more independently chargeable nuclear warheads, known as MIRVs. This means a single missile could strike multiple targets across a wide area. Russia also claims the Sarmat can carry the Vanguard hypersonic glide vehicle. Though its development has seen delays, Russia has claimed the system is on combat duty, representing a weapon built to overwhelm missile defenses through sheer terrifying force. Number 3. Poseidon Unmanned Underwater Vehicle. At number 3, we have a weapon that seems to have been conceived in a nightmare, a creation that blurs the line between technological ingenuity and apocalyptic madness. The Poseidon Unmanned Underwater Vehicle is a massive nuclear-powered and nuclear-armed underwater drone, essentially a giant, autonomous, intercontinental torpedo designed to strike fear into the hearts of entire nations. Powered by a compact nuclear reactor, the Poseidon can theoretically remain submerged indefinitely, traveling across oceans without the need to refuel. This near-infinite endurance gives it a unique strategic edge. It can be launched from a submarine, travel at extreme depths, and operate autonomously thousands of miles from its point of origin. Its stealth is unmatched. Few sonar systems could ever track something designed to vanish into the darkest depths of the ocean. The Poseidon can carry out two horrifying missions. The first is an attack on coastal cities and naval bases using a multi-megaton nuclear warhead. Russian sources have claimed that a detonation near the seabed could generate a radioactive tsunami, potentially hundreds of feet high, capable of flooding and contaminating entire coastlines with radioactive debris. Though this claim remains unverified and is met with skepticism among many defense analysts, the concept itself serves as a psychological weapon, a reminder of the catastrophic consequences of modern warfare. Its second mission is to hunt and destroy aircraft carrier strike groups, the crown jewels of Western naval power. By striking at the heart of a carrier fleet, Poseidon could cripple a nation's ability to project power globally. While the weapon's actual operational status remains uncertain, its existence is enough to alter military planning worldwide. The Poseidon symbolizes a shift in warfare, where autonomous systems and psychological intimidation are becoming as powerful as the weapons themselves. Number 2. 3 M22 Zircon. For decades, the aircraft carrier has reigned as the ultimate symbol of American naval supremacy, a floating city of power capable of launching strikes anywhere on the globe. But this next weapon, the 3 M22 Zircon, was built with one goal: to shatter that dominance. The Zircon is a ship-launched hypersonic cruise missile capable of traveling at blistering speeds, reportedly between Mach 8 and Mach 9. It is powered by a revolutionary scramjet engine, which compresses incoming air at hypersonic speeds to sustain thrust. This allows the missile to cover vast distances in mere minutes, making it one of the fastest and most dangerous weapons ever created. What makes the Zircon particularly threatening is its versatility. It can be launched from the same vertical launch systems used for existing Russian cruise missiles, meaning it can be easily integrated into the nation's existing naval platforms. Frigates, destroyers, and submarines across the Russian fleet can potentially be armed with this cutting-edge missile, expanding its reach across global waters. At Mach 8, the physics alone become terrifying. From the moment it appears over the radar horizon, a ship has barely 2 minutes to detect, track, and intercept it. Modern naval air defense systems, no matter how advanced, are simply not built to respond to something moving at that velocity. The missile's plasma envelope, a sheath of superheated gas caused by air friction, can also obscure radar signatures, further complicating interception. While one Zircon strike might not completely destroy a 100,000-ton aircraft carrier, the kinetic energy of a Mach 8 impact, combined with a powerful warhead, could cripple critical systems, disable flight decks, or ignite onboard fuel, effectively neutralizing the vessel. The Zircon is not just a missile, it's a statement, a clear message that the era of untouchable carrier dominance is fading. Number 1. A Vanguard hypersonic glide vehicle. Finally, we arrive at number 1, a weapon that represents perhaps the most terrifying leap in modern strategic warfare, the Vanguard hypersonic glide vehicle. Unlike traditional missiles, a Vanguard isn't simply launched toward its target on a predictable ballistic trajectory. Instead, it's carried into space atop an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, such as the Sarmat. Once the ICBM reaches the edge of space, the Vanguard separates and begins its glide phase, skimming the upper atmosphere at hypersonic speeds while performing unpredictable maneuvers that render traditional missile defense systems almost useless. Russia claims the Vanguard can reach an astonishing Mach 27, although operational speeds are likely somewhat lower. Even so, at Mach 20 or beyond, the Vanguard moves faster than any weapon currently in service anywhere in the world. Its true danger lies in its maneuverability. Instead of following the predictable arc of a normal warhead, a Vanguard can zigzag, dive, and shift course mid-flight. This unpredictability means that even the most advanced U.S. missile defense systems, designed to intercept ballistic trajectories, cannot reliably track or destroy it. In 2019, Russia officially declared the first Vanguard-equipped missile units operational, marking the beginning of a new era in nuclear deterrence. For many military analysts, a vanguard doesn't just represent a weapon, it's a symbol of how traditional defense doctrines are being rewritten in real time. It forces every potential adversary to rethink what deterrence, defense, and survival look like in a world where no target is truly unreachable. From the Su-57 stealth fighter challenging air superiority to the Vanguard redefining strategic warfare, these weapons form a clear pattern. Russia has deliberately chosen to invest in asymmetric technologies, systems that don't rely on outnumbering or outspending its rivals, but instead on exploiting their weaknesses. These innovations aim to offset the immense military and technological advantages long held by the United States and its allies. Of course, many of these systems face obstacles, high production costs, technological hurdles, and limited deployment numbers. But the concepts behind them are real, and the psychological impact they create is already reshaping global defense strategies. The age of uncontested American dominance, on land, at sea, and in the air, is ending. A new, unpredictable arms race has begun, one driven by speed, autonomy, and innovation. The balance of power is shifting, and the real question is not if, but how the world's great powers will adapt to this rapidly evolving and uncertain reality. What do you think is the most game-changing weapon on this list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.